Okay, real talk. When you sit down to write a research paper, do you try to recall every single fact purely from memory? Yeah, me neither. You go look stuff up. You open a few tabs, skim your notes, check a source. That little move, grabbing the right information exactly when you need it, that's retrieval. And in Agentic AI, retrieval is kind of everything. It's the line between an agent that confidently makes things up and one that actually knows what it's talking about. So here's the plan for the next 5 minutes. What retrieval really is, how it works under the hood, and how you'd build your own. Sound good? Let's dive in. Oh, and quick thing, this is episode 9 of the series. If these have been helping it click for you, quick like and a subscribe genuinely makes my day. Okay, let's get into it. So here's the thing that trips everybody up. Models like GPT, Claude, and Llama are trained on a mountain of data. But that training stops at some cutoff date. Ask one about your company's internal docs or what literally happened last Tuesday, blank. It has no idea. But here's the part that should worry you. It won't admit that. It'll just confidently make something up. That's hallucination. And yeah, it's as bad as it sounds. And in an agentic system where your AI is actually doing things and making real decisions, a confident wrong answer isn't cute. It's a real problem. Retrieval is the fix. Before the agent answers, it goes and grabs the real, relevant information from your actual sources. Ground it in real data and watch it goes from guessing to genuinely knowing. All right, let's pop the hood and see how this actually works, step by step. It kicks off with a query. You ask a question or hand the agent a task. That query hits an embedding model. Think of it like a translator. It turns your words into a vector, basically a list of numbers that captures what you actually meant. That vector drops into a vector database where all your knowledge already lives. It runs a similarity search to find the closest matches. Out come the top results ranked by how close they are. See those scores? Higher just means a better match. Those chunks get tucked right into the prompt next to your question, and now the model answers using real retrieved info. This whole dance has a name, RAG, Retrieval-Augmented Generation. It's the backbone of basically every serious agent out there today. Let me show you the whole thing running for real. Someone asks, does our Pro plan include API access? First, that question turns into a vector, hundreds of numbers capturing the meaning, not just the words. Now, keep your eye on this. The vector drops into our store, where thousands of support docs are already sitting as points in space. The search fires, and boom, the closest neighbors light up. Check the scores, 0.94, 0.89, 0.83. Those winners slide into the prompt. System instructions up top, the retrieved context, then the user's question. And the model answers pulling the exact details straight from the docs. Specific, sourced, zero guessing. That right there is retrieval earning its keep. So how do you actually build one of these yourself? Here's the no fluff playbook, 4 steps. Step 1, chunk your documents. You can't just dump a whole PDF into a vector store. Break it into bite-sized pieces, around 256 to 512 tokens, small enough to be sharp, big enough to keep context. Step 2, pick an embedding model. OpenAI's text embedding 3 is a crowd favorite, Cohere is great, and if you are team open source, BGE or E5 are excellent. Step 3, choose a vector store. ChromaDB for quick prototyping, Pinecone or VV8 when you go to production, FAISS if you want it local and fast. Step 4, wire it into your agent. LangChain, Llama Index, Crew AI, they've all got retrieval baked in. The retriever just becomes a tool your agent can reach for. And one bonus move that punches way above its weight, add a re-ranker. Run your results through it and it reorders them by true relevance. Tiny effort, big accuracy win. And honestly, in code, this is way shorter than you'd expect. Here's the whole core in a handful of lines. First, you take your documents, embed them, and drop them into a vector store. That's your searchable knowledge, basically 3 lines. Then you turn that store into a retriever and ask it for the top 3 matches for any question. Finally, you hand those chunks to your model right alongside the prompt, and that is RAG actually working. That's the entire core, Everything fancy we just talked about is only about making these few lines smarter. Now, basic RAG is great, but honestly, the field is already sprinting past it. Let me show you what's next. First up, agentic RAG. Instead of blindly retrieving every single time, the agent decides for itself when to search, what to search, and how many times. Second, multi-source retrieval. Real agents don't lean on just one database. They'll hit a vector store, a SQL database, a web search, an API, and blend it all together. Third, and this one's my favorite, self-reflective RAG. The agent looks at what it got back, asks itself, is this actually good enough? And if not, it rewrites the query and tries again, like a researcher who knows their first search flopped. And fourth, hybrid search, mixing old school keyword matching with semantic vectors because sometimes the exact word matters more than the vibe. These are the patterns that separate a cute weekend demo from something you'd actually ship. Okay, let's tie it all together. Retrieval is the thing that keeps your agents honest, real, current, specific info instead of stale training data. The core loop is simple: embed the query, search your store, inject what you find, and let the model generate a grounded answer. Building your own, chunk thoughtfully, choose your embedding model with care, and please add that re-ranker. And once you are comfortable, go play with agentic retrieval, where the agent runs its own search strategy. Real quick to close it out, if you're building agents and not thinking about retrieval, you're building on sand. So go build something awesome. And if this finally made it click, a like and subscribe would mean the world. See you in the next one.